to Cooper High School in New Hope. A beautiful Friday afternoon for baseball here. An all Robbinsdale district matchup for you as the Armstrong Falcons travel over here, make the short journey to Cooper to take on the Hawks. Good afternoon, I'm Jay Wilcox. These teams haven't met for a while. They were rained out the last 2 seasons. And then prior to that, Armstrong's conference schedule had so many games in it that they were unable to play. So it's been about 5 years since these two played, and they're eager to get a chance to see how they stack up. Armstrong coming in at 3-2 after a win over Centennial on Thursday, and Cooper off to a 2-4 start. A little bit of a rough week as they started off with a big win pounding South, but then coming back after that had a couple of tough go-rounds later in the week here with Jefferson and Richfield. So the Hawks would definitely like to win. They've got a guy that's been so far probably their best pitcher. He has both their wins, actually. Tyler Haley on the hill today as he completes his warm-up tosses. Haley so far is 2-0 for the Hawks. He's pitched 8 innings, allowing 6 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned. He has walked 3 and fanned 9. So again, they have 2 wins as a team. He's got them both. He is a senior, and Armstrong will have Corey Gilbert, the DH, leading off. Then it'll be Josh Thorpe, the left fielder, Troy Olette in right, Matt Bachmeyer, the pitcher. Jack McDonough, the first baseman, hits 5th. Mitchell Verbaten at third base, hitting 6th. Joe Hokinson, the shortstop. And it's Ricky Reed, and the first pitch knocked down to second. Trey Rooney up with this. Throw a little bit high, but the recovery made, and stepping on the bag is Nathan Lutmer there as Gilbert is out 4-3. Completing the lineup for Armstrong, Ricky Reed, the shortstop, will hit 8th, and Lucas Wenzel, the center fielder, hits in the number 9 slot. So Rooney made a nice pickup there, and kind of he was thinking a little bit too much on the throw there. I almost threw it up a little bit high, but they still get Gilbert. And now Josh Thorpe will be the hitter for Armstrong. Swing and a miss at the first pitch. Thorpe, big part of that state tournament team for the Falcons a year ago. And they have a good chunk of that team back, so looking to do some good things this year. Breaking ball left up high. Thorpe hitting .250 so far this year, 3 for 12. No pitch as a ball came onto the field from the adjacent field here. I like that you always hear the heads up and you have no clue where the ball is coming. You look around and everybody's covering their head. Thorpe, 1 extra base hit so far, a double, also has a couple of runs batted in. That one's down low for ball 2. On the inside part for a strike, and it's now 2-2. Nice location there from Haley. And hit hard to left field, but it's going to hang up, and the catch made as Trevor Gabrick got a good read on that one. Thorpe, good contact. Nothing much you'd want to do different there except hit it away from him. There's Brian Sobiak, the Armstrong head coach. 8th season as their head coach, and kind of a cool thing today. Both coaches are graduates of the school that they are coaching. Tim Palm for Cooper and Brian Sobiak, and Brian Sobiak actually teaches over here at Cooper. Troy Olette, the hitter now for the Falcons, and trying to bunt his way on, and he has got one of the dirtiest helmets you're ever going to find right there. It's a good collector's item there, I think, for Olette. Another guy who had a good season last year for them and was an important cog in their run to state. Olette this year is off to a good start too, hitting at .467, 7 hits in 15 at bats. A couple of runs batted in. That one sailing wide of the mark as Olette again was squaring as though he might try and drop one down. And he does bunt at it and fouls it back out of play. Kind of an interesting spot to be looking bunt here. Nobody on base, 2 outs, but obviously Hawks playing way back, and Willett feeling he could maybe take advantage of that. Pounds it down to first, and play will be made. Race 1 there by the Hawks Lutmer. So Lett and the Falcons are done in the first. A 1-2-3 first inning thrown there by Haley. See the little flip, 3-1 on the putout. And the Falcons, no runs, no hits, and no one left. We will go to the bottom half of inning number 1. And Cooper getting their first chance with the bats. According to Coach Palm, the hitting hasn't really been the issue so far. They've struggled a little bit pitching and defense-wise, but have hit the ball fairly well. They will have Thomas Hall, their shortstop, leading it off, then Steve Fitzsimmons in center field hitting second. Nathan Lutmer at first base hits third. Tyler Haley, the pitcher, will hit fourth. Blake Heilman, the catcher, in the 5 spot. Trey Rooney, the second baseman, hits sixth. Garrett Denura in right field hitting seventh. Trevor Gabrick in left field hits eighth. And Will Young, the third baseman, hits in the number 9 spot. And we should make mention going to see our graphics machine is a little bit on the fritz here today, so not as much graphic work as we would normally see here today, but should be able to bring you good pictures here throughout the game. Anyway, it's a beautiful sunny afternoon here at Cooper, and you see Matt Bachmeyer taking his warm-up tosses for the Falcons, pitching for the first time this season. He did pitch a little bit last year, primarily in relief a year ago, but getting the start here today for the Falcons. He is a senior. And Thomas Hall getting set to step in and lead things off here for Cooper. Hall has had a good start, .529 batting average, and has also walked 4 times, so .619 on base average for Hall. It's been dangerous. Here's Bachmeyer. Missing wide with ball 1. And a little pop-up on the infield. And no trouble there at third base for Mitchell Verbatim. A little bit of wind here, blowing, feels like out toward right field. And obviously sun can be an issue depending on where you're playing, and that'll change, of course, as the game goes on here, but certainly can be a little bit of a problem at this time of day. Steve Fitzsimmons, the hitter now for Cooper. Bachmeyer starts him with a strike. Fitzsimmons is hitting .350 in the early going. He's scored 4 runs, driven in 3. Takes a strike, and Bachmeyer working ahead in the count 0-2.
Hey, base back here, what do you say, kid? A lot of green.
And lined up the middle, long way to go to get it. Throw to first base, not going to be in time. It was bobbled over there anyway, but I think Fitzsimmons had that one beat anyway as he gets an infield hit. Ricky Reed ranging to his right. You see his throw tailing down a little bit. Yeah, he was easily in, whether that ball was caught at first or not. So Fitzsimmons aboard with an infield single with 1 out, first base runner of the game, and now Nathan Lutmer will step up here for the Hawks. Lutmer hitting at .263. He's knocked in 3 runs already, 5 singles in 19 at-bats. First pitch over for a strike. Obviously, these teams both, very much want to beat each other, but the fact that they've had busy weeks with mostly conference games kind of impacts a little bit, how you're going to line things up pitching-wise. I mean, you can't afford to not throw people you want to throw in conference games just to save them for your district rival here. So I know at times they had been playing, when they'd been able to squeeze games in after separating conferences, sometimes they'd been late in the year and they were kind of out of pitching at times. So, but hopefully we see good pitching performances here today. Bachmeyer shoots that one over for a strike. We had another ball come in from another field here.
Hey, quick hands here, Letty, quick hands.
So Lutmer stepping back in. Pretty good lead over there for Fitzsimmons, and he is going. Pitch swung on and fouled away at the plate. Just kind of had that feel from looking down over there at Fitzsimmons that he might be taking off, and he was.
Here we go, 2-1. Hey, turn on one here, kid. Protected.
Not going this time, and lifted to left field. That's going to drop in. And a base hit. Back-to-back hits now as Lutmer didn't crush that one, but he drops it in a good spot. No chance to get to this one. And checking in at second base is Fitzsimmons. So runners at first and second, one out, and the pitcher Tyler Haley will be the batter now for Cooper. Tyler hitting .316 in the early going this year, has a homer and 5 runs batted in. Also a couple of doubles, so he's definitely shown some pop. And he'll try and help his own cause here early. Bachmeyer throwing a breaking ball for a strike. But Jay Norgard, the catcher, coming out to have a little talk with him. I'm not sure if there was a little cross-up on signals there. It was definitely a nice pitch, but maybe not exactly what Norgard was expecting there.
Hey, 6 goals now, let's go. Help yourself. Go, kid. Go.
And driven out to center field. It's going to hang up, though. Catch made, and the runners will have to hold. Clearly hit that one on a line, but Wenzel had it measured all the way and makes the catch for out number 2 here. But much like we said in the top of the first one, Thorpe hit that one to left. Nothing wrong with that swing or that contact. It just happened to be at center fielder there. So Blake Heilman will be the batter now for Cooper. Knocks it to first, and good recovery there as it was almost overrun. McDonough slipped a little bit, but he got the glove on it and makes the play, and Heilman's out 3 unassisted. So Cooper threatens but doesn't score in the bottom of the first. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 left on base. After an inning complete, Armstrong nothing, Cooper nothing here on 12 Sports.
You watch Channel 12 at home. Why not on the go? Channel 12 is online at 12.tv. Watch on your phone, on your tablet. Channel 12 is your local source wherever you go. Just log on to 12.tv. Check out our videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and even watch live events via live stream. So don't wait. Stay up to date with Channel 12 and 12.tv, your local source.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. You know, but it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, you know, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Welcome back here to Cooper High School as we are scoreless through 1 inning in our matchup of the Robbinsdale district baseball teams, Armstrong and Cooper. It'll be Bachmeyer, McDonough, and Verbatim, the 4, 5, 6 hitters coming up for Armstrong. Bachmeyer, nice to see both teams' pitchers are pretty good hitters too, which obviously in high school ball not exactly uncommon. A lot of times you'll have some of your better athletes pitching. There's taken for ball 1. Bachmeyer on the year is 3 for 11, so 273 average. He has got 3 runs batted in. Takes a strike here as he's squared. Good solid first inning thrown by Haley as he had a 1-2-3 first, although 1 ball was hit fairly hard out to left. Strike 2. And both teams, you know, wanting efficient performances if they could too. Again, they've used up a fair amount of pitching in their conference games the last few days, so like to get, you know, a good outing where you're not throwing a ton of pitches from each starter, I would think here. 2-2 count out of Bachmeyer. Reaches out and just gets a piece of that one, really protecting with 2 strikes. Probably would have been a ball low there, but stays at 2-2. And driven out to right field, but it'll be playable and caught as Deneuer makes the grab, and Bachmeyer is out to start the top of the 2nd inning. Again, this one hit fairly solidly, but well read in the outfield and also well positioned out there. Deneuer, no trouble with that one, and Jack McDonough will be the hitter now for Armstrong. He has had a nice start to the season, 6 for 9, so hitting .667. Fouls this one straight back. McDonough's also scored 5 runs already for the Falcons. There's breaking ball over for a strike there from Haley. Comes fastball outside, trying to get McDonough to chase one there and wouldn't do it. And there's a called 3rd strike. Nice pitch by Haley. McDonough didn't get what he was looking for there, and he knew it. It was a nice pitch taken, and Verbatim will be the hitter now for Armstrong. Look at this one. Breaking ball about waist high. So Verbatim, the 3rd baseman, stepping in. Got 1 hit in 11 at bats so far this year. Squares around, and it's taken for a strike. Driving it foul down the right field line. So Haley working ahead in the count again, as he has much of the time here in the early going, and trying to get out of this 2nd inning with no damage as Verbatim behind 0-2. Up high with that one. Sails that one wide of the plate. So 2-2 pitch coming here to Verbatim. Hokinson waiting on deck if he can keep the inning going here. And he cannot. Swing and a miss, and back-to-back strikeouts for Haley. Armstrong goes 1-2-3 again in the 2nd here. No runs, no hits, and no one left. We head to the bottom of 2 here. Armstrong, nothing, and Cooper, nothing here on 12 Sports.
My new mom and I have a lot in common.
The great outside.
We both love the outdoors.
It's so shiny.
That's not a flower. We both love geology.
Oh, look. An igneous one.
That's not a rock. And she knows a lot about wildlife.
A labradoodle.
That's not a dog. Hanging out has been kind of fun.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
Great afternoon for baseball here in all Robbinsdale. It's been kind of rivalry week for us here on 12 Sports baseball-wise. We had Wayzata Minnetonka a couple days ago, Osseo Maple Grove Thursday, and then Armstrong Cooper here on Friday as Trey Rooney steps in to lead off the bottom of the second. And Rooney driving this one deep out to left field. Long run to get it. It's going to bounce off the fence as Thorpe plays it on a hop, and Rooney will be in at second with a long double to start this inning. Hit this ball well. And you see turning to head back for it. Thorpe knew he didn't have much opportunity at it, and easily in at second is Rooney, and now Garrett Deneuer will be the hitter for the Hawks. He's hitting .250 so far this year, 3 for 12. 4 runs scored, 1 driven in. And he hits the ball well out to left field, and that one's going to be down for a hit. Rooney being waved around, and he will score easily. Sliding in the second is Deneuer with a double, and the Hawks are on the board first as they jump on Bachmeier here to start the second inning. First Rooney and then Deneuer delivering doubles as he drives it down the line. Thorpe gets over to it in a hurry, but really no chance to get that lead run, and even no chance at second. So Trevor Gabrick will be the batter here for Cooper. Takes a first pitch strike. Gabrick's just had a few at bats so far this year. He's 1 for 3. So great start to the second inning for Cooper. Back-to-back doubles there on the board. Strike 2.
Fastball just for the rest. Let's go. Get down early. Down early. Let's go. Down early. Let's go. Battle.
Reaches out. Tapper down to short. And throw across, and in time now. The throw coming over to third and in safely. At third base is Deneuer. Nice play at short. I didn't really think there was going to be all that much opportunity to get this out, but Hokanson does a great job. Just gets him, but base runner then Deneuer able to advance over to third. So 1 out, runner at third, and the number 9 hitter Will Young will step in here for the Hawks. Young has been good with the bat early this year. 7 out of 15, hitting .467, 3 runs batted in. Moves him off the plate a little bit with that one, ball 1. Boy, saving that last ball from being a hit could turn out to be really big for Armstrong. Nice work by Hokanson. Lifted to right field, and it is fair. Another extra base hit here for the Hawks. Another run will score. As checking in at second base is Will Young with a double. It's 2-0 Cooper. Knew this one wasn't going to be catchable. The only question was whether would it stay fair or not, and it did. So Young going opposite field there to knock one in. And now top of the order up with Thomas Hall, and Coach Sobiak coming out to talk with his pitcher Bachmeier here.
Hey, we're in his head, boys. Keep it going. We're in his head. Keep running.
So Hall, who Popped up to third his first time up, gets an RBI chance here. 1 out, runner at second, 2 runs already in here for Cooper. So they try and keep it going here in a hot start to the second. Lifted up, foul down the third baseline, and gets out of play. Misses away with that one.
Hey, we go, Tommy! Stay hot, stay hot now! Hey, we're in the top, here we go, kid! Go 1-1, look for that thing now, kid! Here we go now.
And slice foul again. Cooper had a couple of singles in the first inning, and now here in the second, 3 doubles. So they have gotten to Bachmeyer pretty good here in the early going. He'd like to try and at least just keep it at 2-0 here. There's a swing and a miss by Hall as he goes down on strikes. First strikeout for Bachmeyer. That's out number 2. And Fitzsimmons will be the hitter now for Cooper. Had to hit his first time up. And slices this one to left. It'll be in for a base hit and should score another run. Throw coming into third. They'll have no chance at a play at home, and the run scores. Will Young is in. It is 3-0 Cooper as Fitzsimmons drives in the third run of the inning here. Opposite field, a little poke, and Hawks have really done a solid job. And talking with Coach Palm, kind of before the season a little bit, they felt like they probably had some guys that, sprinkled throughout the lineup that could capable of putting the ball in play and doing a good job hitting. So now Lutmer steps in for Cooper, and a little dribbler foul at the plate.
Find some drinks there, let's go. Let's go, 2-1, let's go, kid. There we go, buddy. All right, 2-1, here we go, Lutmer. Hey, what do you say? Another base knock here, kid. Get off base, kid. Here we go, buddy.
And Lutmer asking for time here as the batter's box has a little bit softer kind of a pit dug that he didn't particularly like, though, so trying to get his footing how he wants it here. And dropping down a bunt, but it's foul. Two-out situation, obviously trying to bunt for a hit here. Really nice crowd on hand here, too. A great day, as we said. Runner is going. Here's Norgard's throw down. Did he get him? Yes, on the second try anyway, as the bag was overslid, it looked like, by Fitzsimmons. And they get out of the inning, but it is a good inning. Here's a look. I don't think he hit him the first time around, but he comes off the bag and then the tag applied. Cooper, though, has a good second inning. 3 runs in the inning on 4 base hits. No errors, and courtesy of that throw out, no one left. After 2 complete, it is 3-0 Hawks.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
can we get some ice cream?
Please, Mom, please.
No, we're having dinner soon.
Please.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
So far, so good for Cooper here through 2 innings. They lead 3-0. Another look at this last play as you see Fitzsimmons trying to swipe second. And the initial tag attempt misses him as he reaches around. However, he misses the bag. And then the tag gets him right on the chin a little bit there as he tried to get back in. Umpire a good long look at it and calls him out, but doesn't take away from the good inning that the Hawks had. 3 doubles and a single led to 3 runs. And so far, so good, too, for Tyler Haley. He has faced 6 batters and set them all down for Cooper. And now it'll be the bottom third of the order for Armstrong, Hokanson, Reed, and Wenzel. Hokanson hitting at an even 500 so far, 4 for 8. Knocked in 3 runs, scored 3 runs. And he offered at it. That'll be a strike. 0-2. And a swing and a miss. The ball gets away. And the flip down to first base made there by Heilman. So Hokanson becomes the 3rd straight strikeout victim going back to last inning for Haley. And Ricky Reed will be the hitter now for Armstrong. Fastball over for a strike here to Reed. Reed looking for his first hit early in the season at 0 for 6. Breaking ball in for a strike. Haley's mixed his pitch as well. His location's been good. He's just been solid so far. Popped up. Here's a case where the sun might be a little bit of a problem, but it didn't really look like it there. Lutmer getting back to make the catch. And 2 gone here in the 3rd, and Lucas Wenzel will step in for Armstrong. Wenzel 1 out of 4, hitting .250 this year. Squaring around and takes a strike. If nothing else, you get them thinking a little bit. Will Young, the 3rd baseman, was on the move in tight there. Little tapper, it's almost like a bunt. Throw to first is in time. Nice job by Haley fielding his position there. Thought Armstrong might get its first hit on about a 12-footer here. But good job. Haley didn't have any time to waste there, and he fires it over to first. Armstrong done in the 3rd. No runs, no hits, and no one left. We head to the bottom half of inning number 3. It is 3-0 Cooper here on 12 Sports.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
New pitcher for Armstrong is Chance Bowen will come on in relief of Bachmeyer, who were 2 innings, allowing 6 hits and 3 runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. Bowen so far this year has pitched 2 1/3, no wins, no losses. He has allowed 3 hits, 3 runs, 2 of them earned, with 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, an ERA of 6. It'll be Lutmer, Haley, and Heilman, the 3, 4, 5 hitters coming up for Cooper in the 3rd. So Bachmeyer, you know, the game's close enough that I don't think you would say it was like an automatic thing or anything that he was going to come out, but they were hitting him pretty well. Probably a mixture of, you know, hasn't pitched already yet this year, and also, you know, that they were hitting him. So go to the pen here and kind of piece this one together from here on out. Lutmer was at the plate when his teammate Fitzsimmons was caught stealing to end the 2nd. Up high here from Bowen.
Hey, he's all over, boys. Make him throw you one. He's all over.
That one's over for a strike, 2-1. This is wide with that fastball. 3 balls and a strike here to Lutmer. There's strike 2. Count will run full here to the leadoff man in the bottom of the 3rd for Cooper Lutmer. Had a single his first time up. And that one gets by Bowen. And then a little stumble and no play to be made there by Hokinson. So I'm going to call that an infield hit, I think, for Lutmer. Bowen stabbed at it and it just went past his glove. And you see Hokinson just trying to get his feet set, and would have been interesting whether he had time to get any kind of play there. It was really as he tried to plant. I thought at first maybe he was, you know, worried that he was nearing the second base bag, but I don't think it was really that. It was more he's got his feet crossed when he was trying to field and get set to throw. So Tyler Haley steps in for the Hawks. 0 for 1, but hit the ball well on a line out, and that one's going to advance the runner to second. Lutmer moves up on a wild pitch. Norgard lunging, just got the tip of his glove on it, but Bowen has been a little bit all over the place to start his stint here. Cut and a miss. Popping that one back, foul and out of play. Of course, a fun one for a lot of these guys. They've played with and against each other going back to Little League, I'm sure, and in many cases anyway, not all of them, of course, but little bragging rights on the line here for the area. Another one back, foul.
Hey, keep fighting, kids. Finish me up back. What do you say? Help you go.
Another 1-2 pitch coming here from Bowen, a breaking ball in the dirt. Nice job by Norgard to keep that one there, so Lutmer has to hang on at second. I guess the good thing was that he could tell right away it was going to be in the dirt, and you really square up your body to try and deaden that ball there. Never was going to be a thought of, can I catch this one clean with my mitt? And a cut and a miss, and Haley goes down on strikes. Chased one a little bit outside, it looked like. And so one gone here in the third, and Blake Heilman will be the hitter for Cooper. Another look at it here is Bowen. Sometimes, you know, having a little bit of wildness is a good thing. You don't allow the hitter to really lock in on an area, and Haley seemed uncomfortable with that swing. Heilman grounded out to first base, his first time up, as Bowen will turn and chase the runner back. Cut and a miss. Bowen kind of becoming part of a rare breed in that he's a three-sport athlete, and not a whole lot of guys who are able and willing to do that at the high school level these days, just because there's so many off-season opportunities in virtually every sport that hard to, you know, you feel like you're falling behind sometimes if you're playing a different sport, but popped up. Might be playable for someone. And they stand there and look at it. It is foul though, so I think Bowen saw it first. Norgard, the catcher, didn't know where it was. And third baseman Verbaten apparently wasn't sure either, or he thought somebody else was going to take it. It lands about 6 feet from home plate there, and that's a play Armstrong really should have and could have made. And they'll be kicking themselves if the inning, you know, becomes problematic from here, as that one definitely could have been an out recorded. Fouled that one. And a check swing. Fastball missing up high. 2-2 count. And there's a called third strike as Heilman down on strikes for out number 2. So Rooney will step in here with Lutmer still at second and now 2 outs. Rooney started the second inning with a long double to left field. But that's the bad part about having fields back-to-back. Constant foul balls. You're thinking your head's going to get dinged by a ball you never see coming. I mean, not just for the fans, the players too. So Rooney 1 for 1. Breaking balls over for a strike from Bowen. Pitch down low.
Let's go 2-3, let's go, kid. Hey, pick one out, 2-3, rip it, kid. Not green. Let's go 2-3. Let's go, kid. Let's go 2-3, let's go, Trey.
And that one missing outside.
Go 2-3. Take spots with him, kid.
Rip and a miss here by Rooney.
Let's go 2-3, let's go up. Go Trey. All right, let's go 2-3.
In the dirt. See if they'll check on a possible swing here. Doesn't look like it.
Let's go, Trey. Let's go, kid. Make a play. Let's go 2-3. Let's go, Trey.
Full count pitch coming here to Rooney. Bowen has struck out 2 in a row after Lutmer's leadoff hit. And there's a called third strike. Fans the side after that single. So for Cooper in the third, no runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on base. We've played 3 full here in New Hope. It is 3-0 Hawks.
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back here to Cooper. We head to inning number 4, the top of the order coming up here for Armstrong as Corey Gilbert, the DH, will step in. Tyler Haley's been smooth so far, and Gilbert bunting it foul. Armstrong's had a few times where it looked like they've been interested in laying down a bunt. And a missing outside. And offered at this one, and it's a strike.
Hey, ring him up here, Tyler. Ring him up. What do you say? Take yourself, kid. Let's go. Come on by him here. Here comes Trey. He doesn't want it.
Making ball outside.
One more now. Here we go, Tyler. Give me a one. Let's go, kid. Go, Tyler.
And on the third baseline, it's a 4-ball, and Armstrong will have its first base hit, and then Gilbert wipes out, starting towards second, and has to retreat back to first. So he will have a single, and then it looked like he was strongly thinking about going to second, and he took a mighty tumble, feeling, there he is, and then feeling good that he's able to get back in safely, and then Cooper nearly threw the ball away. You see Gilbert looks like it hurt his elbow a little bit there, but Josh Thorpe, the hitter for Armstrong, so Haley's no-hitter broken up here to start the 4th. Runner is going. Here's the throw. It is way high and into center field. Gilbert gonna dig for third. A throw there, not in time. And does it get out of play? Yes. And so Gilbert will score the first run for Armstrong. How do you like that? 2 errors on the play for the Hawks. A throwing error on the initial steal and then another as he came to third. Gilbert has good wheels, obviously, and didn't hesitate to go. And you see that ball look like Young, you know, trying to block it, but not able to get his body in front. And so Gilbert able to trot on home. So it's a 3-1 ball game. Pitch in the dirt. Armstrong hoping that this gets things going a little bit, and Tim Palm's going to come out to talk to Haley here. Obviously, it's not time to panic when you give up just that one hit, but I think it's more of a let's settle down here, everybody defensively, and, you know, including Haley, but also just the rest of the guys there threw the ball around a little bit to allow that run to score. But okay, time to forget that and bear down here. And Thorpe hit the ball solidly, but lined to left field his first time up. And a little soft liner, and it's going to be caught easily by shortstop Hall there for out number 1. And Troy Ouellette will step up here for Armstrong. I got this one out the end of the bat. I think initially it looked like it might have been hit a little harder than it was, but Hall got a good read and really not too difficult to play. Probably some backspin on that one, but made the catch. Over for a strike here to Ouellette, who bounced into or grounded out to the first baseman with pitcher covering in that first inning. And outside there.
Here we go, T Hills. Here we go, T Hills.
Offers at this one, and it is a strike. So 1-2. Cooper seemingly kind of taking the attitude, okay, if you want to go ahead and bunt, that's fine by us. They're not, you know, taking the bait and really pulling in tight. Way outside with that one is Haley. And lifted out to right field. Sun's a bit of an issue there, but nice catch made. As getting over to it is Deneur for out number 2. And now Bachmeyer will re-enter to bat here.
Hey, what do you say, T Hills?
Bachmeyer fly to right field his first time up. It'll be a little interesting too with these, you know, normally a non-conference game and this early in the season, you might not have much in terms of scouting report or charts on the other team, but the fact that all these kids, you know, have some idea what the strengths are of their opponents, and the coaches know each other so well and everything, I think you probably have a little bit better feel, certainly in a game like this, than you might in, you know, just any random non-conference game. Breaking ball for a strike. Generally been a pitcher's strike zone, I think, here today. And, you know, I think as long as you know that, I think it's good. I mean, let's get the guys swinging. You don't want, I don't think anybody really enjoys a game where there's tons of walks. And ripping a miss, and Haley's fired up as he comes back strong to get out of the inning. Armstrong does get 1 run on the board, 1 run, 1 base hit. There were 2 Cooper errors and no one left. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's a 2-run ball game now. Cooper leading Armstrong 3-1.
You watch Channel 12 at home. Why not on the go? Channel 12 is online at 12.tv. Watch on your phone, on your tablet. Channel 12 is your local source wherever you go. Just log on to 12.tv. Check out our videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and even watch live events via live stream. So don't wait. Stay up to date with Channel 12 and 12.tv, your local source.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. You know, but it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, you know, she's putting him in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Some of the young fans on hand for this one, as I said, really nice crowd here. Obviously a great afternoon, a very close ballpark in terms of, you know, location for both teams, and obviously a Friday, April Friday, a lot of times maybe you can get a chance to get out of work early or something to come and watch a ball game too. Here's Garrett Deneuer popping one up. Bachmeyer, who's now playing at third, is going to make the catch. So Deneuer is out. Bowen gets the first hitter here in the fourth. I said Bachmeyer re-entering, but I think he had moved over to the third right away there. So Trevor Gabrick will be the hitter now for Cooper. He grounded to short his first time up. Armstrong kind of changed the tone of this one a little bit after Cooper hit the ball well early and hit 3 doubles in the second inning and scored 3 runs. But Armstrong getting on the board in their half of the fourth. They also held Cooper without any runs in the third. So definitely, you know, kind of tightened just the feel of this one up besides just on the scoreboard. Rip and a miss. Bowen kind of has a nice, easy motion and can kind of lull you to sleep, not think he's throwing that hard, but got that one by him. And another fastball thrown right by him, and Bowen has now fanned 4 of the 6 batters that he's faced. Another look, just firing the fastball in there. If you can hit it, and he couldn't. Will Young, the batter now for Cooper. He had an RBI double and came around to score in that 3-run second inning. It's really the bottom part of their order that had all the damage. The 6, 7, and 9 hitters hit doubles. The 1-0 pitch and a fastball up out of the zone that Young could not resist. Called it a miss.
Go find another one. You got 2 more. You got 2 more out there. Kid, we go now. Here we go, kid. 2 more, kid.
And fouled out of play down the first base side.
Hey, let's go. Battle up there, kid. Put the ball in play. Come on now, kid. Put the ball in play. Here we go, 19. Let's go, 19. Come on, Will.
Misses inside with that one.
Here we go, 1-9. Hey, come on now, Will.
Ooh, and that one hits him in the back. So Young will be aboard. Doesn't appear to have done any damage there, so Hall will bat now for Cooper, with Young aboard at first base and 2 gone.
Jump on it. Come on now, let's go, kid. Go, T. Hall. Go one look. Go one look, kid.
Moves the fastball up high for ball 1.
Let's go, Tyler. Go, kid.
And I believe a foul tip here. So 1-1 count. As Hall a little indecisive there. Check swing. Just got a piece of it. Hall has popped to third and struck out. He's 0 for 2. Runner is going. Norgard's throw down is in time. As they catch Young stealing. Norgard's throwing the ball well here today. Cooper in the 4th inning, no runs, no hits, and courtesy of this throw out, no one left on base as Verbatim just getting the tag on. Very close play there. So through 4 innings complete, it is 3-1 Cooper.
My new mom and I have a lot in common.
The great outside.
We both love the outdoors.
So shiny.
That's not a flower. We both love geology.
Oh, look. An igneous one.
That's not a rock. And she knows a lot about wildlife.
A labradoodle.
That's not a dog. Hanging out has been kind of fun.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
Jack McDonough will lead off the top of the 5th here for Armstrong as Tyler Haley has pitched a solid game so far here for Cooper. Set the first 9 batters of the game down before a single by Corey Gilbert in the 4th. Gilbert stole second, went to 3rd on a throwing error by the catcher, and then scored when the throw to try and get him at 3rd went in out of play. So 1 run in for Armstrong in that 4th inning. McDonough took a called 3rd strike in his first at bat today. Haley has really been solid, been in command out there. Breaking ball nips the outside corner there, and it's 1-2. Laid off that fastball up and away. Fouling this one out of play down the 3rd base side. Landing thankfully in between the field and not in the middle of that other game. Haven't really mentioned it yet, but of course these teams, these schools I should say, now paired in hockey. So you've got some guys who were teammates in the winter going head to head here in baseball this spring, which makes the dynamic a little interesting again too. We said obviously a lot of them know each other and maybe played on some of the same teams or against each other for quite some years here, but also then teaming up in hockey. 2-2, McDonough just gets a piece of that one. Good battle here with Haley and McDonough. And a swing and a miss. Strike 3 as Haley had him fooled there. McDonough just trying desperately to get the bat on that one and couldn't. And now the shortstop for Baton will step up. Look at that pitch. Uncomfortable looking swing there by McDonough. So Verbatim, who was a strikeout victim his first time up too. And he chases one low, strike 1. Breaking ball over for a strike. Had Verbatim locked up a little bit there as a ball spinning at him and catches the inside corner. Nice pitch there from Haley. Comes back, fastball, Verbatim just fighting it off.
Let's go one. They got Tyler.
And did he offer at this one? I believe they're saying yes, he did. Verbatim will run to first, and the throw is high, and he's safe. Heilman not able to make the accurate throw there, so it's a strikeout and then an E2. As Verbatim did not even start running right away, and then he was able to avoid the tag. And throw pulled Lutmar. He did his best to try and get his foot down, but Heilman did not get himself out to an angle enough. Coach Palma's out, and I'm wondering if he's asking, did the base runner leave the baseline and impede that throw? He's saying he's running in fair territory there, and that made that throw terribly difficult, and looks like the umpire is saying not quite. So Armstrong gets a big break there. Verbatim strikes out, but will reach. And now Bowen will be the hitter. Bowen getting his first at bat, and he drops down a bunt. It's a pretty good one. Haley to first, just gets him there. Now nobody covering third, and all the way around is Verbatim. So Bowen gets the sacrifice, and then Cooper caught, nobody covering third. Verbatim, I looked up and Verbatim was about halfway there, and I'm thinking, boy, there might be a play here, and all of a sudden you realize there's nobody covering, and he realized it too, obviously. Jack Wibben is going to be a pinch hitter here for Reed in the number 8 spot for Armstrong. Wibben, one of the top flight pitchers for the Falcons. Not in the lineup today, but he'll step in to get a pinch hitting appearance. He is 2 for 11 so far this spring. So 2 outs, runner at third for the Falcons, and Wibben called on to try and drive him in. Time called as Haley was taking a little bit extra time there, and Wibben stepping out. A little bit interesting for Armstrong that they sacrificed with 1 out already. However, they do end up getting him all the way to third. And Wibben drives it a long way to right field. This one is going to be to the base of the fence. A run scores. Wibben digging into second, but he's going to hang on there with a long double. Pinch hitter Wibben comes through with a big hit there. And the move to go to him looks pretty good too for Brian Sobiak right there as Wibben delivers. Drives it a long way. And I think he really was thinking 3 here, but he, as you should, he picked up his third base coach and he said, no, hang on there. So Wenzel will be the batter now for Armstrong. It's a 1-run game now at 3-2. Just the second base hit of the ball game for Armstrong, and this will be the third. Into right field for a hit. Wibben is waved around, and he will score the tying run. Armstrong fights back to even things up. Wenzel, the number 9 hitter, comes through with an RBI single. Just went with this pitch, and with 2 outs, obviously Wibben can be running all the way. Not a bad throw in, but just not much opportunity to get Wibben there, and scores easily as the Falcons have evened things up. Gilbert will step up. Gilbert 1 for 2 today. Grounded out in the first inning and then singled in the 4th. That was the first hit and first runner that Armstrong had. And then, as I mentioned earlier, stole second, went to third on an error, and went home on another throwing error, all on one play. Bunts at foul here. see if Armstrong maybe will think about trying to steal this runner into scoring position. Holding here, up the middle, and that one is going to be a base hit. Hanging on at second base is Wenzel, so Armstrong, after struggling against Haley for the first few innings, starting to find things enough. You'll see that the second time through the order. It's you have seen him, know what to expect a little bit more. And Josh Thorpe will be the hitter. Thorpe fouling a high fastball back. He lined to left field in the first inning and a soft liner to short in the fourth. Breaking ball tapped, foul past third.
Get him here, one. Hey, blow by him, rear back and fire, Kilo, Tyler.
Bill Young went a long way to get to that one.
2 strikes, Tyler, take him yourself now, kid. Hey, ring him up here, kid.
Boy, things can change in a hurry. It wasn't that long ago that Cooper seemed to be kind of in command, but Armstrong fighting it back, getting one in the fourth, and now a couple here in the fifth to tie it up, and they're not done yet. Runners going, and the pitch fouled away. Armstrong showing some aggression on the bases. And obviously they didn't have any opportunities to show it earlier, but holding this time, and Thorpe skying one out to right field. And coming in to make the catch there is Deneur, but the Falcons tie it up in the top of the fifth as they get 2 runs in the inning on 3 base hits. There was 1 Cooper error and a couple left on. We'll head to the bottom of the fifth here on 12 Sports. It's now even up here in our Robbinsdale rivalry game. Armstrong 3 and Cooper 3.
So I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
Mom, can we get some ice cream? Please, Mom, please.
No, we're having dinner soon.
Please.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
Welcome back here to Cooper. New pitcher for Armstrong, their 3rd pitcher of the game. Jarek Kuznia, the new pitcher here for the Falcons, making his first appearance varsity level this year. It'll be the top of the order here for Cooper as Thomas Hall steps up. So Bowen works 2 scoreless innings in relief of the starter Bachmeyer, who pitched 2 innings. Hall 0 for 2. Slicing it foul past third. Again, he was at bat when Will Young was thrown out stealing to end the fourth. And And lifting this one back foul into the screen here is Hall. Fitzsimmons and Lutmer, next two hitters for the Hawks as they try and find their rhythm again offensively. Had a dynamite second inning with 3 doubles and a single to score those 3 runs, but Hall strikes out here to begin the 5th. Chased one here. And Fitzsimmons will be the batter now for Cooper. He's been solid today, 2 singles and 2 trips. Chopper to third. Nice play by Bachmeyer and throws him out. Ball took a big high hop and Bachmeyer showing some range and reach with the glove there. So 2 gone here in the inning. Bachmeyer, pretty big kid, listed I think at 6'3", so probably a 5'9" guy doesn't make that play. Here's Lutmer, taken for a strike. Lutmer's also had a solid game today, 2 for 2. Swing and a miss. That 2 Kuznias, the left-hander Jordan is really one of the better pitchers around the Metro, and Jarrett coming in here, and it's early, but so far so good. That one missing low and in. Breaking ball hit him on the foot, it looks like, so Lutmer will be aboard. Second hit batsman of the game. He was landing on that back foot, trying to really spin that curveball up there. So Haley will hit now for Cooper. See if the Hawks have any thought of getting some action on the bases here. Haley lays off that high fastball, ball 1. Kuznia is kind of rangy, has a little bit of a high leg kick, so not sure if Cooper would turn Lutmer loose here. There's a strike. Haley is 0 for 2, lined to center and struck out. Both of those were against different pitchers. The first time hitting against Bachmeyer, the last time against Bowen. Swing and a miss. Haley couldn't hold up. Runner is going this time. Norgard comes up throwing, and he is out. Third runner he's thrown out here today. And the Hawks are done in the 5th. No runs, no hits, and no one left on base. Again, another strong throw from the catcher Norgard. We have played 5 full innings here at Cooper. It is Armstrong 3 and Cooper 3 on 12 Sports.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised.
Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
We head to inning number 6 here. Ouellette, Bachmeyer, and McDonough, the 3-4-5 hitter scheduled for Armstrong as they face Tyler Haley, the right-hander for Cooper, who's pitched the first 5. Ouellette is 0 for 2 today. And big cut and a miss at that breaking ball. And strike 2. Falcons got to Haley a little bit in the 5th, but overall, again, he's pitched a solid game. Still looks to be sharp out there. Just as I say that, that one got away from him, but.
Hey, take your time. Bring him up. Here we go. One, let's go, kid.
Just missed with that one. Haley wanted that call, didn't get it. And again, generally today, things that have been close have been called strikes. I think Ouellette maybe got a fortunate one there. A little pop-up and catch made by Rooney. So 1 gone here in the 6th, and Bachmeyer will be the hitter for Armstrong. Bachmeyer 0 for 2 today, a fly to right and a strikeout. Started the game on the mound and then moved over to third base. Chases that one out of the zone for strike 1. Always that fine line. You want your hitters to be aggressive, but then you don't want them helping the pitcher and pitch there too. Breaking ball hung up just a little high, I believe, and 1-1. Drills it just foul past third, and looking in there was third baseman Young, hoping that they saw it his way, that it was wide of the bag there, and it was. Bachmeyer really jumped on that one. Goes the other way this time, down to first. Flip over, and getting there in time is Haley covering, so 3-1 on the putout. As Letmer makes the play. Went to a knee there to be sure, and then had to come up with a good strong throw. That's not as easy as it looks. I mean, you work on it a lot, but the timing has to be there, and it's not that easy to play for the pitcher always either. But they made it look pretty smooth there, and Jack McDonough will be the hitter. Jack 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts against Haley today. And chases that one for strike 1. There's a curveball over for a strike, and it's quickly 0-2. Cut and a miss, and down he goes, a 1-2-3-6. Haley bouncing back in great style after a little bit of a rough fifth. No runs, no hits, and no one left. We'll go to the bottom of 6 here at Cooper. The Falcons 3 and the Hawks 3.
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Canine fan on hand for this one here today, and a great afternoon for baseball, and it's been a good game. 3-3, Cooper and Armstrong, and Cooper hitting in the bottom of the sixth. Tyler Haley, the pitcher, will hit. Kuznia still on the mound here for the Falcons, and skies this one out to short right, and catch made for out number one. Now Blake Heilman will hit here for Cooper. Jared Kuznia came on to start the fifth inning and got the first two hitters, then hit a batter, but then Lautner was caught stealing. So only ended up facing three. Up high, way high with that one, but that's the time to do that, I guess, with nobody on base. Heilman grounded to first on the strikeout today. He's 0 for 2.
Hey, what are you doing? 7 years ago, the kid started. You know what's going, kid? Let's go now. Go, kid.
Over for strike 1-1.
There you go, you got 2 more people now. Rip it, kid. Let's go. Hey, where this one?
Fastball's up high, 2-1 count.
Let's go, kid. There we go, kid. Let's go, Pete. Here we go, Pete.
Strike 2. And a rip and a miss. Kuznia strikes out Heilman for out number 2. And Trey Rooney will be the batter here for Cooper. He's challenging him with a fastball and swing and a miss. Falcons pitchers have now struck out 7 Hawks hitters. There's a strike. Rooney hit a booming double and scored a run in the second, and then was caught looking at a third strike in the third. So 1 for 2 today. Breaking ball pounded to third. Bachmeyer up with it. Fires across in time. And a 1-2-3 6th inning for Kuznia. No runs, no hits, and no one left for the Hawks. We go to inning number 7. We are even up at 3 apiece here in the all-Robbinsdale baseball rivalry here on 12 Sports.
You watch Channel 12 at home. Why not on the go? Channel 12 is online at 12.tv. Watch on your phone, on your tablet. Channel 12 is your local source wherever you go. Just log on to 12.tv. Check out our videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and even watch live events via live stream. So don't wait. Stay up to date with Channel 12 and 12.tv, your local source.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. You know, but it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, you know, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Anybody's ball game here as we head to the 7th. Verbatim will lead things off for Armstrong as Haley's still on the mound here for Cooper after 6 good innings. Verbatim has struck out twice, although last time reached on an error when it was in the dirt and ended up scoring in the first run of the 5th inning. And he hits it well out to right center field, and that one's going to be in the gap. Bounces to the fence. Verbatim will take second. He's going to go for 3. Here comes the throw, and he is going to be easily in with a triple to lead off the 7th. Verbatim had a couple of tough at-bats earlier, but picks a great time to come up with a big hit as he slugs it out to the fence in right center. And you see the ball was so far away from the outfield. I don't know that, you know, he's probably not the fastest guy in their team, but still easily able to make it into third. Kuznia will be the hitter here for Armstrong, batting in that number 7 slot, which originally was occupied by Hokinson, then Bowen. So they will allow him to hit. Cooper will pull the infield up, of course, with the potential go-ahead run on base here, leading off the inning. Kuznia squaring around early and takes the ball. Armstrong is a team that likes to bunt. You know, a lot of times you might be thinking squeeze, but boy, with him pulled in that far, it'd have to be a pretty good bunt. Looks at a strike, although it gets away. Heilman able to track it down, though. Noah Worden running down there at third for Verbatim, hoping to score the go-ahead run here. Cooper has other ideas, though. And left it up just a little bit, 2-1. And that one catches the outside corner, 2-2. The fact that he is hitting here kind of makes you think maybe that they're going to stick with him on the mound, but not necessarily. High chopper, and it is foul. Both Young and Haley charging after that one. Another 2-2 pitch coming here from Haley. Dismissed, 3-2. And there's ball 4 as Kuznia works out a walk. So first and third, and he is just going to keep on moving down to second. So not first and third anymore, second and third. Gonna have a runner coming out. Courtesy runner John Nelson will run for Kuznia. Reed re-enters to hit here for Armstrong. He was pinch hit for by Wibben last time around. And Tim Palm, or Reed re-entered defensively, obviously. Now batting again. Tim Palm will come out, discuss how they want to handle things defensively here. Obviously, you don't want to let that go-ahead run score, but you know, remembering that it is the top of the inning, that runner at second still matters also. You know, you don't want to give up anything, obviously, for Cooper, but the game's not going to end if Armstrong scores. But you still want to be conscious of keeping it a, you know, if they do score, to keeping it a one-run game where you've still got a much better chance yourself in the bottom of the seventh. Reed 0 for 1 today. His replacement Wibben came up with a big RBI double when he pinch hit for him in the fifth. Armstrong, after trailing 3-0, got 1 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth to tie it, and now golden opportunity here in the top of the seventh. Runners at second and third and nobody out. Squaring and takes it for a strike. That's the thing with the infield pulled in so tight. If you can put the ball in play with any authority, it's going to be a tough chance for the Cooper guys to stop it, but sometimes easier said than done. Bunting, it comes right back to the pitcher. Uh-oh, now they've got the runner caught between second and third. They're just going to allow him to go back, though. They don't want that lead runner to come home in any way, shape, or form, so they really just allow Reed to take first. That sets up a force play, so in some ways Cooper probably didn't mind that at all. And so Wenzel will hit, bases loaded up. Nelson realized the lead runner didn't go, and he had to slam on the brakes. And in another situation, they probably would have had a play to get him out, but again, didn't want to let that run come in. Here's Wenzel up the middle, and that'll get through for a base hit. 1 run is in. Here comes run number 2, and the throw sailing right at the runner at second, and it is 5-3 Falcons. Wenzel coming up with a clutch hit to knock in a pair. So runners at first and second for Armstrong. They now lead at 5-3. They're again having that pulled in infield. I mean, it's obviously the play you have to make if you're Cooper there, but cuts down on the range for those infielders. Here's Gilbert, and he drops down a bunt, but it is foul. Corey's 2 for 3 today, a couple of singles. Squaring again and bunts it foul again. So still nobody out. Armstrong has put 2 on the board here on the top of the seventh. Runners at first and second and looking to add more. Gilbert squaring early and still bunting. And it is going to be, I guess, a fair ball. Now there's quick discussion. Did this ball hit Gilbert? Umpires looked at each other. Neither one said anything, so you have to let it go until you see otherwise. He is going to be out. Ball hit him on the bunt. So Gilbert is out. 1 gone now, and Josh Thorpe will be the hitter. Thorpe a long look down at third. He is 0 for 3 today. Lifting this one a long way out to left, but playable. Catch made. Runner is tagging. Here comes the throw, and not quite in time. Another look at it is diving in, and Young having to try and recover it there. So Thorpe a fly to left. A little bit of a gamble maybe to run on that one, but get all the way over to third. Now Ouellette will hit. Down to second. Rooney up with it. He'll go over to second. And that is the third out. They didn't realize how many outs there were, so they get the lead runner there. But Armstrong breaks through to take the lead for the first time as the Falcons come up with 2 runs in the inning on a couple of base hits. Couple left on base. We go to the bottom of the 7th. One more chance for Cooper here. It is Armstrong 5, Cooper 3.
My new mom and I have a lot in common.
The great outside.
We both love the outdoors.
So shiny.
That's not a flower. We both love geology.
Oh, look. An igneous one.
That's not a rock. And she knows a lot about wildlife.
A labradoodle.
That's not a dog. Hanging out has been kind of fun.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
We head to the bottom half of the 7th with 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up for Cooper. Jarek Kuznia still on the mound for Armstrong, starting his 3rd inning. Garrett Deneur, the hitter, had an RBI double in the 2nd. He is 1 for 2 and fouls one back. Missed with that one, 1-1.
Let's go, Garrett! Let's go, kid! Come on out, Garrett. Put a good swing on it.
And there's strike 2.
Good job, Ace. Let's go. Now you got a battle, though, kid. Throw your hands at the ball.
And a swing and a miss. Strike 3 as Deneur down on strikes. And looks like we have a pinch hitter coming up here for Cooper, and get another look at that one. Norgard just able to get to that one in the air. Andrew Lee will bat now for Cooper here in the number 8 slot. Lee, a couple of hits and 12 at-bats this year, but scored 3 runs and driven in a couple, so he's been productive with his times up. Looks at a strike. And a cut and a miss. Misses away. Short of the plate with that one, so 2-2 count here to Lee. Will Young on deck for Cooper. They try and battle back. They led earlier in the ballgame 3-0, but Armstrong has gotten the last 5. Pop up behind second, and coming in, right fielder calls, makes the catch there. As Ouellette, always a better angle for the right fielder if he can get that. It did look like Reed, had it measured also, but good communication there. You don't want to go after a ball if that right fielder has a good look at it. Here's Will Young now. Young had an RBI double in the second, then was hit by a pitch in the fourth. So 1 for 1 officially here today.
Come on, Will! Put the barrel on the ball. Here we go, kid.
And down low with that one.
Good job, Will. Let's go. Good job, kid. Anyway, let's get up right here. Hey, look to drive one here, kid. Look to drive one. Come on, Will. Go, Will. Come on, Will.
And takes it for a ball, 3-0. So Cooper definitely not done yet. Young looking to work his way on base. That one's over for a strike, 3-1. Under a little question he'll be taking again here, but nope, swinging, hits it out to short center, a long run, but getting there for the catch. Lucas Wenzel, and the Hawks are done in the 7th as Armstrong will win this one with a good rally. No runs, no hits, and no one left. Kuznia throwing 3 strong innings to get the win for Armstrong as they will improve to 4-2 on the year. Cooper played a solid game for most of the way here. Had the lead early with that big second inning, but they will drop now to 2-5 as Haley pitches a strong game, but will end up as the losing pitcher in this one for the Hawks. Hope you've enjoyed today's ball game here on a great afternoon from Cooper High School. For all of our 12 Sports crew, I'm Jay Wilcox. Once again, your final in this one, Armstrong 5 and Cooper 3.